The world was stunned to hear about the passing of Prince, the musical genius behind hits like When Doves Cry and 1999 on April 21, 2016. Following his sudden departure, attributed to an opioid overdose, a wave of revelations about the late star emerged from the accounts of friends, family, and reporters. While much of what people have learned about him was positive, not all of it was good news, particularly regarding the circumstances of his death. Discovering these 20 tragic facts that surfaced after Prince's death might bring a tear to your eye. A deadly secret. After a year filled with speculations surrounding Prince's death, a significant revelation unfolded when search warrants and other official documents were unsealed. The findings at the residence of the Kiss singer, according to CNN, painted a troubling picture, deviating from the image Prince had portrayed for years as a devout Jehovah's Witness. The details of the discovery were particularly alarming, revealing that none of the pills found at Prince's Paisley Park estate had been prescribed to him, a significant red flag. CNN's report unveiled a disconcerting revelation. Opioid painkillers were not only present, but strategically stashed throughout the house. Some of these medications were cunningly concealed in vitamin pill containers, envelopes, and various other places. Compounding the situation, it was disclosed that some of the drugs were actually prescribed to Prince's drummer, Kirk Johnson. Dr. Michael Todd Schulenberg, Johnson's physician, admitted to writing an oxycodone prescription for the Purple Rain singer under the drummer's name, citing a desire for anonymity. However, the official Minnesota Prescription Monitoring Program raised eyebrows as it revealed that Dr. Schulenberg had only written one prescription, leaving a lingering question. Where did the surplus of pills originate? Regrettably, even after a 2-year exhaustive investigation conducted by Carver County officials, the origin of the abundance of pills remains an unsolved mystery. The fatal dose. Upon the completion of Carver County's exhaustive investigation into Prince's untimely death, a surprising turn of events unfolded as they announced that no criminal charges would be filed. This decision extended even to Dr. Schulenberg, who openly admitted to prescribing pills for Prince under a friend's name. Striking a deal with the U.S. District Attorney's Office, Schulenberg agreed to pay a $30,000 fine and undergo monitoring by the Drug Enforcement Administration over 2 years. Notably, he was fully absolved of any responsibility for Prince's tragic demise. Carver County Attorney Mark Metz, during a press conference revealing the investigation's findings, declared, "There is no reliable evidence showing how Prince obtained the counterfeit Vicodin containing fentanyl. The controversy deepened when the unsealed records disclosed that Prince unknowingly had ingested a lethal dose of fentanyl. The magnitude of this revelation was underscored by the fact that Prince's dose was 22 times what would be found in a cancer patient who regularly wore a pharmaceutical fentanyl patch. This shocking disclosure reverberated among Prince's global legion of devoted fans. However, it was a revelation that perhaps did not entirely surprise those within Prince's inner circle. In the waning weeks of the singer's life, his closest confidants were reportedly engaged in desperate attempts to aid and support him during his tumultuous battle. The secret battle to save Prince's life. In the revelations that unfolded from interviews unsealed in the April 2018 document release, Kirk Johnson, a longtime friend and confidant of Prince, shed light on the escalating concerns surrounding the legendary musician's health in the final weeks of his life. Johnson noted discernible shifts in Prince's behavior and mood, prompting him to suspect an underlying issue. Fueled by his apprehension, Johnson took the initiative to urge Prince to seek medical attention. Subsequently, Prince visited Dr. Schulenberg, who, in response, wrote a prescription for Percocet under Johnson's name. This decision proved ominous, as on the same day Prince's flight from Atlanta to Minnesota had to make an emergency landing in Illinois due to his unresponsiveness. In a critical moment, Prince was revived with 2 doses of a drug that reverses effects of an opioid overdose, as reported by the Chicago Tribune. However, Prince remained evasive with health officials about the specifics of the drugs he had taken and adamantly refused routine overdose testing. 6 days later, Prince, seeking treatment for flu-like symptoms, found himself back at Schulenburg's clinic. A subsequent urinalysis revealed Prince had tested positive for opioids, prompting his staff to urgently reach out to Dr. Howard Kornfeld, an addiction specialist from California. In a swift response, Dr. Kornfeld dispatched his son, Andrew, to Prince's Paisley Park home in Minnesota, intending to provide immediate treatment for opioid addiction. Regrettably, the intervention came too late, and upon Andrew Kornfeld's arrival the next day, he found himself among the group discovering Prince's lifeless body. No sleep. Prince's eccentric lifestyle extended beyond his music, as revealed by his ex-girlfriend, Charlene Friend. His unconventional schedule featured prolonged periods without proper rest or complete meals, all in the pursuit of his musical endeavors. Friend disclosed to People magazine that Prince, at times, stayed awake for up to 5 days consecutively, foregoing sleep, food, and even water while tirelessly shuttling back and forth to the studio. Witnessing his relentless work ethic, Friend resorted to sneaking in catnaps to combat exhaustion. In response to her inquiry about his endurance, Prince attributed his ability to manage such extremes to what he referred to as angel food, sustenance of the spirit rather than the flesh. However, the power of this food would later prove more formidable than Friend anticipated. Prince's unusual sleep habits included covering windows with aluminum foil, setting the room temperature to 80 degrees, and experiencing intense shaking throughout the night. When questioned about these behaviors, Prince explained that he wasn't having nightmares but was, in fact, dreaming music, even in his sleep. Friend's insights took a darker turn when she learned from Prince's half-brother, Dwayne Nelson, that these peculiar habits were fueled by drugs. Nelson termed it the cocaine diet, shocking Friend with the revelation. She expressed her surprise, noting that Prince concealed his drug use meticulously, emphasizing that she had never witnessed him taking even an aspirin. Prince, who outwardly appeared health-conscious and consumed vitamins like echinacea and golden seal, managed to keep his struggles with drugs hidden beneath the surface of his public image. He never got over his son's death. In 1996, Prince and Mayte Garcia eagerly anticipated the arrival of their first child, marking a joyous chapter in their lives. However, the narrative took a poignant turn when Garcia experienced unexpected bleeding, prompting concern about the pregnancy's well-being, as detailed in an excerpt from her book, The Most Beautiful: My Life with Prince. The couple faced a challenging decision when a doctor recommended an amniocentesis test to assess genetic abnormalities, a suggestion met with resistance from Prince, who opted to rely on prayer for the baby's health. Despite his convictions, the doctor emphasized potential serious issues, stating, "Sometimes the body is trying to release the fetus for a reason." On October 16th of that year, their son, named Amir, Arabic for Prince, entered the world, but their initial joy swiftly transformed into heartbreak. Amir was diagnosed with Pfeiffer syndrome type 2, a genetic disorder causing skeletal and systematic abnormalities, including the premature fusion of skull bones. Garcia vividly recounts the heartbreaking scene when Amir was brought to them, curled on his side and gasping for air. The disorder manifested as a cloverleaf skull, with eyes positioned outside the sockets. Despite doctors' efforts to save Amir's life, he succumbed 6 days later. Garcia, reflecting on this profound loss, expressed the enduring impact on Prince, noting, "I don't think he ever got over it." The pain of losing their child left an indelible mark on Garcia as well, acknowledging the profound challenge of overcoming such a devastating tragedy. The emotional toll of Amir's brief life and tragic passing lingered, shaping the couple's shared grief, an experience Garcia acknowledges she has not managed to move beyond. He loved to give, but wanted no credit. Beyond the somber tales surrounding Prince's life and death, there are glimpses of his positive impact and philanthropy that emerged posthumously. Notably, Prince's charitable endeavors reveal a compassionate side, marked by a commitment to aiding those in need, often shrouded in secrecy, reflecting his desire to avoid public attention for his acts of kindness. One instance of Prince's discreet philanthropy unfolded when he extended support to troubled singer Lauryn Hill. Media pundit and Prince's friend, Van Jones, recounted an incident where Prince inquired about Hill's children upon learning of her difficulties. Jones emphasized Prince's preference for keeping such acts private, stating, "Prince did not want it to be known publicly, but I'm going to say it because the world needs to know that it wasn't just the music. Prince's dedication to helping others transcended his musical contributions, becoming a part of his daily life. Additionally, Prince displayed extraordinary generosity by contributing $80,000 towards the medical bills of renowned drummer Clyde Stubblefield, as reported by Billboard. The unique aspect of this donation lies in Stubblefield being one of Prince's idols, despite the two never having met before. Struggling with bladder cancer and burdened by $90,000 in medical debt, Stubblefield received the substantial donation under the condition that it remained confidential. Reflecting on Prince's benevolence, Stubblefield remarked, "He was very different. To help people, number one, that makes you different right there. He was a genius in the kitchen, too. In addition to his musical prowess, Prince showcased his culinary skills, surpassing those close to him with his expertise in the kitchen, especially when it came to whipping up the perfect omelette." An insightful GQ roundtable interview with some of Prince's intimate friends unveiled a lesser-known aspect of the rock star, his flair for cooking, particularly in crafting breakfast delights after nights of revelry. Kat Glover, a close associate, shared her experience, revealing Prince was never an eater, emphasizing his unique approach to smelling his food. Despite his minimalistic approach to meals, Prince displayed a knack for breakfast cooking. Jill Jones, a background vocalist for Prince, recounted instances of him preparing scrambled eggs, infusing them with the distinctive flavors of curry and a touch of cheddar cheese. While Prince wasn't known for consuming hearty meals, his culinary creations left a lasting impression, as Jones humorously remarked, "I was always starving around him. I was always freaking hungry." Even ballerina Misty Copeland, who developed a close bond with Prince over the years, shared her encounter with his culinary talents. According to Copeland, breakfast was Prince's forte, and he treated her to his specialty, scrambled eggs. She highlighted Prince's penchant for using an array of seasonings, such as Lawry's or other all-purpose blends, which elevated the simple dish to a delightful culinary experience. He traveled under a non-regal pseudonym. Prince, originally named Prince Rogers Nelson, strategically shortened his name to Prince when launching his career, a move reflective of his intensely private nature. Delving deeper into his commitment to privacy, Prince adopted various pseudonyms for both travel and songwriting, creating an intricate web of aliases. Among the most frequently used were Jamie Starr, Alexander Neverland, and Joey Cocoa, providing Prince with a shield of anonymity. When traversing the globe, Prince assumed the identity of Peter Brave Strong, utilizing this pseudonym during his last concert in Atlanta, Georgia. This penchant for secrecy extended to his luggage, bearing the label Peter Brave Strong. In a fascinating twist, investigators discovered luggage with this distinctive name not only at his residence in Chanhassen, Minnesota, but also at Paisley Park, his renowned recording studio. He wore a wig. Prince's cinematic debut in the iconic film, Purple Rain, showcased his portrayal of the Kid, a character intricately based on the musician himself. Released in 1984, this rock musical delved into certain aspects of Prince's life, offering a glimpse into his persona. However, amidst the truths revealed, there was an element of artifice, the legendary bouffant hairstyle. The revelation about Prince's hair came to light through Steve Park, who served as Prince's art director. During a momentous viewing of a Purple Rain clip, Prince directed Park's attention to the wig he was wearing for the reshoots. Intrigued by this revelation, Park later sought confirmation from Prince's hairstylist, Earl Jones. Jones affirmed that, indeed, Prince opted for a wig during the reshoots, as he had by then cut and dyed his natural hair. Record Store Day. On April 21, 2016, Record Store Day unfolded just 5 days before Prince's passing, offering music enthusiasts a unique opportunity to explore independent sellers and acquire albums. On this particular day, Prince, known for his love of music, embarked on a bike ride to Eccentric, a local music emporium. During his visit, he purchased a total of 6 CDs, adding diverse musical gems to his collection. The albums included works by Joni Mitchell, Stevie Wonder's Talking Book, Swan Silverstone's inspirational gospel classics, the Chamber Brothers' The Time Has Come, Santana's Santana F4, and Missing Persons, The Best of Missing Persons. Exiting the store, Prince graciously acknowledged his fans with a wave before pedaling away on his bike. Prince Perfectionist. Known for his exacting standards, Prince had a reputation as a perfectionist. In the aftermath of his passing, associates came forward, describing moments when he could be uncompromising. Michael B. Nelson, a trombonist in Prince's backing ensemble, New Power Generation, shared insights into Prince's leadership style. According to Nelson, Prince had a penchant for motivating the band through a sense of fear. In a revealing incident during a 1993 tour, Nelson, unfortunately, missed a note in his performance. Prince, not one to overlook such details, took a drastic approach to convey his displeasure. The following night, as the crucial note approached, Prince approached Nelson with a gun-shaped microphone. Holding it to Nelson's head during the solo, Prince's actions transcended the realm of showbiz. It became a palpable threat, instilling a determination in Nelson to never make a mistake again. Prince refused to use a laptop or smartphone. Prince was famously averse to using a laptop or smartphone, preferring to communicate through email and his trusty landline phone. This unconventional choice raised intriguing questions after his passing, as his laptop could potentially hold valuable insights into the circumstances surrounding his death. Surprisingly, during the initial search of his residence, authorities overlooked the laptop, a decision they later came to regret. Expressing remorse, an officer from the Carver County Sheriff's Office admitted that not retrieving the laptop during the first sweep was an oversight. They believed the device might contain crucial conversations between Prince and his staff regarding medications and other pertinent matters. Recognizing the potential significance of this overlooked piece of technology, they revisited Prince's home to recover the laptop. Unfortunately, it was behind a locked door, and a considerable number of emails had already been deleted. Comeback. Despite the anticipation that one of Prince's chart-topping hits like Purple Rain or Diamonds and Pearls would be featured at his funeral, a different choice was made during his cremation ceremony on April 23, 2016. Instead of a mainstream hit, a track played for close friends and family was Comeback, a song Prince had penned in 1996 during a challenging period in his life. The poignant circumstances leading to the creation of Comeback unfolded when his son, Amir, suffered from a fatal genetic condition, and tragically, the baby passed away just a week later. In the depths of his grief, Prince composed the emotional song, which found its place on the Emancipation album. though it remained relatively obscure to the general audience. Surprisingly, this lesser-known track became the soundtrack to Prince's farewell at his funeral, highlighting the personal and deeply emotional aspects of his life. Real estate. Prince's wealth extended beyond cash and musical assets, encompassing a real estate portfolio that included a diverse range of properties. Reports from Fox 9 unveiled that the iconic artist owned a total of 14 properties, comprising a 156-acre plot of land, vacant lots, residential homes, and various other buildings. The collective value of these properties was estimated at a substantial $21.5 million. Despite the financial worth, the reasons behind Prince's acquisition of these properties and any specific plans he might have had for them remained unclear. Following the transition of estate management from Bremer Trust to Comerica Bank, the decision was made to divest these properties. Bremer Trust justified this move, emphasizing that the costs associated with repairs and ongoing maintenance made it impractical for the estate to retain them. Among the intriguing properties in Prince's possession was the Minneapolis house, featured as his childhood home in the iconic film Purple Rain. According to the BBC, Prince learned that the house was up for sale in 2015 and acted swiftly to acquire it before other potential buyers could make a move. The asking price was $110,000, and Prince made a cash payment of $117,000 to secure the property. Solace. In the year of Prince's passing, he achieved the biggest album sales among all artists. Posthumously, his record sales reached 2.2 million. Notably, during that period, his music wasn't accessible on streaming platforms, compelling fans to purchase physical copies of his albums. The landscape changed in 2016 when downloadable versions of Prince's music became available. This shift marked him as the sole artist that year to surpass the milestone of selling 1 million albums, encompassing both physical and digital formats. Impressively, his influence extended to the digital realm, with 5.4 million individual song sales, placing him ahead of industry heavyweights Drake and Adele in overall sales. A pivotal moment occurred in February 2017 when Prince's music finally made its way onto streaming platforms. The reception was remarkable, with the catalog amassing a staggering 17 million plays within the first week. Projects. Following Prince's passing, the projects he had in the pipeline came to the forefront. Maya Washington, a close friend, unveiled that he had been in discussions with Netflix for a Paisley Park reality show. Initially surprising, given Prince's private nature, this revelation was later substantiated by a Netflix representative. Moreover, there were discussions about a reality show featuring Prince's family, exploring the transformation in their lives following his demise. Unfortunately, the current status of this project remains unknown, leaving the fate of this intriguing venture shrouded in mystery. The mystery lives on. Prince's estimated net worth ranged between $100 and $300 million, a substantial sum that would typically prompt careful estate planning. However, in an unexpected turn of events, Prince left no clear directives regarding the fate of his wealth after his passing. Several years since his departure, the disposition of everything, from his catalog and monetary assets to his iconic Paisley Park residence, remains a subject of ongoing debate, featuring prominently in media analyses and legal battles. The swift proliferation of Prince's music on the internet, a phenomenon he famously opposed during his lifetime, has sparked differing opinions among friends and colleagues. Some view it as a necessary step to perpetuate the memory of the music legend, while others criticize the conversion of Prince's reclusive home into a tourist attraction, likening it to a Graceland-style venue where visitors can even play ping pong, deeming it hideous and exploitative. Prince's heirs, comprising 6 siblings who gained control of his estate in May 2017, find themselves embroiled in both private and public disputes. Since shortly after his demise, they have been entangled in legal battles, facing challenges from other potential heirs and wrangling over the role of the court, appointed estate administrator Comerica Bank, adding a layer of complexity to the resolution of Prince's estate affairs. Unreleased music. Prince meticulously preserved his most cherished recordings in a vault, safeguarding unreleased songs, rehearsal tapes, and concert clips. Following his passing in 2016, the vault was opened, and a steady stream of new songs has been unveiled from this treasure trove. David Z., one of his engineers, attested to Prince's remarkable work ethic, noting that he would effortlessly produce 2 songs a day. Susan Rogers, another engineer, recalled the vault brimming with unreleased music since the 80s. Some tracks have already seen the light. Moonbeam Levels was released in 2016 on the Prince Forever album. With the estate signing a deal with Universal Music, more unreleased tracks are anticipated in the coming years. Despite efforts to prevent former staff from releasing songs, the vault's potential seems boundless, as suggested by Scott Laguerre, a staff member at Prince's home, who speculated it may not be empty in our lifetime. Joyful side of Prince. Contrary to the belief that Prince led a sad and lonely life, it turns out he was living a private but content life at Paisley Park. Beyond his record store shopping spree, fans asserted that he was spotted at the mall that weekend. According to Judith Hill, one of Prince's protégés, he found joy in the simple pleasures. Prince had a fondness for the animated film Zootopia, enjoyed playing table tennis, and took pleasure in cooking for his friends. His quiet demeanor did not necessarily indicate sadness. As we delve into the poignant revelations surrounding Prince's life and legacy, it's clear that his impact transcends the stage and studio. These tragic facts shed light on the complexities of the Purple One's journey, inviting us to reflect on the highs and lows that shaped his extraordinary existence. Which aspect of Prince's story resonated with you the most, and how has his music influenced your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of iconic figures and their untold stories. See you next time.